tonight just because of the importance of what we need to complete. When I watch that slideshow, the saying, "A picture is worth a thousand words." It's kind of amazing to see what we've accomplished over the last couple of years. A lot of you don't get to see all the stuff going on, and I think that's a good presentation of what happens in the Greenville GOP. We couldn't do that without our officers, and I'd like to give you, we gave them a little applause earlier, but the work that they do is significant. So please join me again, and thank you for this. I haven't seen him here tonight, but we want to thank Councilman Rick Roberts for sponsoring this meeting. If you're interested in sponsoring any of our future events, go ahead and contact me or Linda Gardner, and we have a few in the future that we're looking for sponsorships. Last night, Adam Morgan, the Honorable Adam Morgan, and I had a late trip back from Ohio. Normally I memorize my speeches just to make sure there's no issues, but I'm just going to read it tonight because I don't know what I would say after the lack of sleep. I was on the polar vortex for a few days and not quite thawed out. But 2 years ago tonight, and actually this very room, I made a promise to you that if you elected me to be your chairman, that I would work tirelessly, number one, to promote our platform and principles, two, to help Republicans get elected, and number three, to grow our party. Not only have I worked to accomplish these purposes, we have accomplished these three purposes. I've promoted our platform. I'm very proud that every single R on the ballot during my chairmanship has won, and we've almost tripled our attendance from just 5 years ago, prior to when I was an officer. We're not just making the Greenville GOP great again. I can say that we have made the Greenville County Republican Party great again. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to make you the same promise that I did 2 years ago. Give me one last term, and that's about all that I have in me. And I will continue to promote our platform, help Republicans get elected, and grow our party even larger. I understand that I have a challenger, one that refuses to acknowledge the successes that we saw on that screen just a few minutes ago. I've heard their plan. It's well known. Number one, to claim that the Greenville County Republican Party is in bad shape. I think anyone that watches that video might argue otherwise. Number two, to claim that I have shrunk the Greenville GOP. Anyone that was here 5 years ago will know we had about 70 people at our February meeting. We had Marcia 235, count tonight. And number three, because anyone who's active in the county party knows that number one and number two aren't true, to bring out new people and remove you guys from your precinct positions. Something that makes me a little upset. They're even currently working to remove Linda Gardner from her executive committee position. That's not something that I want to be involved in, and that's not something I think our party needs to be involved with. I don't want to allow anyone to come from the outside and take over our party, but we must bring new people in and let them see what we've been doing over the last 5 years and show them and prove to them the successes that we've had. Again, I commit to you that I'll stick to the purposes and do those three things. On to a more serious matter, and I'm going to go ahead and try to just read this straightforward. I got involved in politics to promote the conservative agenda to help our party. I never thought that in volunteering to help our party become better would get me dragged into a lawsuit. I've received many questions about a public accusation from a public political figure, and as my board, I want to give you a direct answer to these public accusations. I'm a co-defendant in a lawsuit with Senator Jim DeMint. Ellen Weaver, the president of the Palmetto Promise Institute, a good friend of ours. Randy Page, who's not here tonight, he's one of our executive committeemen. He's also chief of staff at Bob Jones University. Dr. Orrin Smith in the back, one of my co-defendants. Dr. John McCormick, my Down syndrome cousin's special needs school's former principal. Many of you are from Faith and know Dr. McCormick. The list goes on and on. Palmetto Family Council, led by now Representative Joshua Putnam, South Carolina Department of Revenue, all in all 34 co-defendants. The plaintiff is here with us tonight. For those of you who don't know him, he's the vice chairman of the Tea Party, a business associate of Presley Stutz, and now the campaign manager for Presley Stutz in his race for chairman. The lawsuit is primarily against our friend Ellen Weaver, longtime staff member to Senator Jim DeMint, and now the president of Senator DeMint's Palmetto Promise Institute. The accusation is that I created or had part in the creation of a website about Jeff Davis. Since this is a public accusation from a public figure, I want to go ahead and give my board a public answer. I have not created any website about Jeff Davis. I have not had part in any creation of any website about Jeff Davis. And actually, to this day, I don't even know who is responsible for the creation of this public website. But I'll tell you this, lawsuits, threats of lawsuits, attacks on me, it's not going to stop making me work hard for the Greenville County Republican Party. I'm on a mission. I think we've done very well with the help of our officers, and I'm going to ask you for 2 more years to continue to grow our party. Thank you very much.